Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I will share the delightful stories from The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. The stories were passed down through actual stone records found during archaeological excavations, revealing the ancient wisdom of building wealth and ultimately gaining freedom from the slavery of living the rat race. So powerful are these messages that I will share the actual quotations in the book, while weaving through the different sections and hopefully preserving and doing justice to the original emotions and intent of the teachings. So do enjoy. The main story chronicles the life journey of Archad, a young clay carver. One day he decided to learn about wealth from a rich merchant named Algamish. In order to prove his dedication, Archad worked tirelessly to produce a beautiful clay plate. Algamish was pleased and decided to share his wisdom. I found the road to wealth when I decided that a part of all I earned was mine to keep. Archad looked confusedly and replied, "But all I earn is mine to keep, is it not?" "Far from it. You pay the clothing store, the shoemaker, and everyone else. What have you to show for your earnings? Fool! You pay everyone but yourself. You labor for others, and may as well be a slave and work for what your master would give you to eat and wear. So, pay yourself first. Take no less than 1/10 of everything you earn, and keep it for yourself." So Archad made sure that he kept at least 1/10 of his earning. Along the way, he invested some of his gold with a brickmaker, who promised returns by obtaining rare jewels from faraway lands. Unfortunately, Archad was cheated. He received fakes instead of exotic gems. Upon recounting this story, Algamish remarked, "Well, every fool must learn. But why trust the knowledge of a brickmaker about jewels?" Algamish then shared his strategy, remarking how although he himself was already a very successful jewelry and textile trader, he was always learning about new products and scouring the distant land to source them, always building on his own knowledge base on things that he felt comfortable investing in. Upon hearing these teachings, Archad became more careful with his future investments. With better due diligence, he settled by lending money to a shield maker who invested in bronze. This helped Archad earn interest or rental money. This demonstrates that while it is important to make your gold multiply, it is critical to guard your treasures from loss. Only seek advice from those who are skilled in the trade and continue to upskill no matter the trade or investment. Years later, Algamish inquired about how Archad's investments were going and was pleased to hear of the progress. So he asked, "What do you do with your rental money?" Archad replied, "I had a great feast, bought myself a purple tunic, and one day I will buy myself a young donkey to ride upon." laughed Algamish. "If you eat and spend the children of your saving, how do you expect them to earn for you? And how can they have children that will also earn for you? First acquire for yourself an army of golden slaves, then you may enjoy the rich banquets without regret." And so saying, he left again. So remember, don't just spend what you've earned. Instead, aim to make one's goal work, as this will ensure a future income without having to toil hard in labor. This message is akin to building a passive income stream. Years later, Algamish returned and found that Archad had learned the lessons to earn, save, and wisely invest his money. He then invited Archad to join him in his hometown to look after the lands and estate that Algamish owned. Upon the passing of Algamish, Archad inherited the shares of the estate. While it seemed that luck favored him, Arcad reminds that it was his desire to prosper and the discipline to prove himself while not procrastinating that led him to his good fortune. He also reminded that opportunity is a proud goddess who wastes no time for those who are unprepared, while men of action are favored by good luck. Arcad would go on to amass great wealth, becoming the king's advisor and also lecturing in great halls and temples about the laws of wealth. He was recognized as the richest man in Babylon. The second story, which is much shorter, shares the cautionary tale of Rodan, a spear maker. For all his years of work, Rodan managed to save only 3 gold coins. But he received 50 gold coins for the king as a reward for a beautiful spear that he made. Unsurprisingly, he was besieged by friends and family who wanted to share his wealth. In fact, his own beloved sister requested if he could lend the gold to her husband, who was keen to venture as a merchant. Confused, Rodan approached another merchant, Manton. Upon hearing of this predicament, Manton recounted a tale of a donkey and an ox, who were actually good friends. The ox complained that he was too tired from the daily grind of ploughing the land. The donkey then suggested that the ox faked sickness. This resulted in the ox having a day off, but the donkey ended up ploughing the land instead. This led to great resentment on the donkey's part, and he stopped speaking to the ox ever again. Manton reminded that if you wish to help a friend or family, do so in a way that will not bring about your friend's burden upon yourself. Because more than gold passes through the hands during the exchange of borrowing and lending. A good reminder that when it comes to money and relationships, better a little caution than a great regret. Upon reflection, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. The stories were light-hearted, yet packed full of wisdom. Crucially, while the values were focused on wealth building, the bigger picture is that with careful planning, dedication, and self-discipline, we can actually enjoy the fruits of our labor while still protecting our future through sound financial decisions. Ultimately, the aim of wealth is to buy us time to enjoy life, our family, friends, and appreciate the beauties that this earth gives us. With that, I hope that you enjoyed this video, so go forth and build your own Babylon, a world of beauty, hope, and possibilities. Stay well and see you in the next video.